So the full moon in Scorpio, which is actually a full moon in Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. You know, any full moon spans three zodiac signs. But with the full moon starting at 22 degrees Scorpio, the themes of the entire full moon: baby daddy, baby mama drama, people asking you for money, people asking to stay with you, friendships ending, getting your friends through deep love situations, or getting a friend through a divorce or a divorce, a marriage, or a death that may have occurred during the full moon, people moving, people buying technology for their homes. Remember, the same transits in the sky can manifest so much differently for everybody. Like spending money on your house, Scorpio is spending money. A full moon in Scorpio, you're going to spend some money, especially with it opposing the Taurus sun. You got to look at the ruler of Scorpio. Pluto is an Aquarius. That's humanitarianism. So there was some Aquarius in this. Oh my God. That's crazy. So I always say Taurus season activates your second house. We're going to talk about that, but I'm a Leo second house, okay? So the moon in Scorpio is in my fifth house of children, and I definitely bought little man some shoes. So Madam Midheaven, her partner, has a son, and I met him, and he became my nephew. He's the sweetest little boy. And I spent money, Scorpio, on clothes, Taurus, for a kid. You see, astrology in real life. My mom's spending money on her house. My Scorpio, no, first of all, my Virgo son, Scorpio moon good friend, she's having a moon return, a full moon return, okay? Her mother is visiting her, and her mother asked to stay with her, and she said no. That's a Scorpio moon full moon return in real life. Exchange with the mother. I tell people Scorpio is exchange and marriage, platonic, romantic, or familial. I'll be having to tell Scorpio fourth house, Scorpio IC, Scorpio moon. You talk about your mama all day, but you need to get off the titty. And some of y'all may have had situations like that provoked in your lives. Because Lilith is in Scorpio with the Scorpio full moon, Taurus, getting off the titty and exchanging money with your mom, and your mom asking to stay with you and all that, investigating your mom. Huge themes of this full moon. But I have a Scorpio sun, Sagittarius moon best friend. Now the sun, or the full moon was on her sun, then it moved down to her moon. And it's crazy. I see these things in real life. When the full moon was in Scorpio on her Scorpio sun, she asked her mom, now my friend wants to move to DC. She asked her mom, when I move to DC, can you co-sign for me? The mom said yes. When the moon hit Scorpio, mom sent her a long message saying no, taking it back. My friend said, fuck you, mom, that's it, I'm out. Sagittarius moon, leaving your mother. A full moon. She had a full moon by her son in Scorpio, trying to exchange with her mother, co-signing for things and having debt together. Scorpio, we gotta unpack Scorpio in real life. Get away from all that death and destruction stuff. Yes, it's death and destruction, but so is Taurus. Okay, but Scorpio is intertwining in marriage and exchanging. And then when the moon moved, when she had a full moon return in Sagittarius, she left her mother and she's moving to DC soon. And why is she moving? To get away from her baby daddy. This is a 9-year and she's a Sagittarius moon. She's been at the courthouse doing custody stuff, Sag in court. Oh, some court cases. DDG and Hallie and P. Diddy. We're gonna get to that, but that's this full moon. Look at the world. Look at the moon area of life in the world. Diddy's home life right now involves court. His kids are in court. Cassie's home life involves court. DDG and Hallie, the truth about a baby daddy coming out. Somebody hit me up. So I told you my Sag moon friend is moving to get away from her baby daddy. It's a 9-year. Baby daddies and baby daddy dramas, and finally leaving him is supposed to happen this year. A regular angler of mine, she booked a reading regarding issues with her baby daddy and the truth about her baby daddy coming out. And she's really hurt right now. This Scorpio moon is tearing her up emotionally, but it's supposed to get her to end this baby daddy stuff and for the truth to come out, Sagittarius and truth. But let's talk about this 22 degrees. That's a Capricorn degree. So you got to look at the Scorpio moon, but you got to look at Pluto and Aquarius, okay? But then you look at Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, in Taurus, okay? But the sun is in Taurus, conjunct Uranus. So this Scorpio full moon involved a lot of Aquarius traits, electric bills, electricity getting cut off, spending money on technology, buying plane tickets. But it has a lot of Saturn in it. First of all, Saturn rules Aquarius, and then the moon went full at 22 degrees. That's a Capricorn degree. I know grandparents passed away, parents passed away. You got some downloads from your parents or grandparents that have already passed away. You started thinking about your bones or your back. You started thinking about your traumas as it pertains to building life and life legacies and the buildings that you want your name on, you know, when you pass away, how much you want to leave behind when you pass away. This full moon had us focused on our money as it pertains to end of life as well. And then I may have already mentioned this, but look at what's happening in the world, okay? No, first of all, 22 degrees. Let's talk about that. That's a Capricorn degree. So this Scorpio full moon has some Capricorn in it. You've been thinking about debt, Scorpio, as it pertains to everything you're managing at one time, Capricorn. You may have gotten downloads. Remember, Saturn is at the last degree of Pisces. You might have got some downloads from your ancestors to start that new business to help you take action. You may have had a fight with your parents. You may have thought about your parents and money and being on the titty, or your parents being on the titty. But DDG and Hallie, parenthood and parenting, and the truth about that coming out. Now, while the moon is in Sag right now, a lot of truth is going to burst out. People going to leave things. They're going to run from things. They're going to break out screaming and yelling and preaching. But then Diddy, P. Diddy, he's a Scorpio, and we're in a full moon. We're in a full moon in Sagittarius, but the full moon started in Scorpio at 22 degrees. The government, parenting, management. We're thinking about our money as it pertains to how much we're managing at one time. So the moon is in Sagittarius right now, and it's full. And I tell everybody, with the full moon starting in Scorpio at a late Scorpio degree and moving into Sag, the full moon is going to start investigations. Okay, it's going to provoke the truth to come out. But when the full moon hits, when anything goes from Scorpio to Sagittarius, if you have Scorpio and Sag in your chart, look at the Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, in Sagittarius generation, and how focused on whistleblowing and ancient knowledge and secrets they are. That's a good real life expression of Pluto and Jupiter, of Scorpio and Sag. When things go from Scorpio to Sag, that's when you're going to leave the situation. That's when the truth is going to blurt out. That's when you're going to take it to court. Scorpio transits, investigating, keeping it up under, finding out all the facts. Sag, busting them facts out on the world. Oh, and I done already took my head wrap off. Then went to go record a video, saw naps everywhere, and said, oh my God, let me grab a bonnet. Look, y'all be at, what's the full moon gonna do for me and do for, like, sit down and observe. I gotta do my moon journal to help y'all out. Cause y'all, why do you think the same thing is gonna happen for everybody? There are billions of people on this earth, and the beauty about astrology is that these transits can explain anybody's life. All these billions of people, I see it in everybody's life. Scorpio Taurus, spending money on the house. Scorpio Taurus, spending money on your feelings. Scorpio Taurus, digging, investigating. Scorpio, your internal physical feelings, Taurus. I see it. I see everything happening for everybody in a different way. Stop being so scared. Stop looking for answers all the time, and just sit back, sit down, and live your life. I love you. Bye.